Go straight to our guest to discuss all of this further. Maurizio Zanardi joins us live from Brighton in the UK. He's a professor of economics at the University of Sussex Business School. Thanks so much for coming on the NewsHour. Which do you see as the most significant of Trump's executive orders, and why do you think that, Maurizio?
Oh, well, you can pick and choose depending on your preferences. I think that withdrawing from the Paris Agreement is a major milestone, as well as doing the preparation to withdraw from the WHO. The question is, since I'm a trade expert, will the WTO be next? So really, it is a range of executive orders yesterday. The one that possibly many were expecting and was somewhat missing was exactly imposing right away tariffs on some of the most important trade partners of the United States. But that's only a temporary relief because it then, Monday night, it threatened tariffs on different countries. And so we are in for a very turbulent time, and not only for trade matters.
Absolutely. You mentioned tariffs and trade, and as you say, he's initiated a review of tariffs without actually imposing any so far. Where do you think he'll actually end up? Because, you know, he's promised and mentioned some really quite severe ones, but do you think he'll actually go that far?
It might, but I think that this is all a lot of negotiation. So that's why it announced the intention of doing something from February 1st for some countries. But that gives time to the trade partners to come to the table. So, for example, he linked the tariffs on China with the situation of TikTok. And if you think about most of the executive orders, if not all, that he issued yesterday, are unilateral in the sense that they mostly concern the United States. When it comes to tariffs, he wants to clearly get something in exchange. And so he has to give time to the trade partner, to the political leaders, to come up with a counteroffer or to engage in a conversation which hopefully, in his views, will lead to a deal that is great for America.
We were talking earlier in the programme about his aggressive moves to limit illegal immigration and legal migration as well. What do you think the economic consequences on America will be of these quite aggressive anti-immigration policies?
Well, it depends who you ask. I mean, I think that for him, that's a plus, a gain for America and for the American economy. In terms of the economy, I mean, these migrants account for an important share of the workforce. So removing many people, many workers, is going to deeply affect several industries in the United States. And in the end, that is going to result in higher prices as firms have to manage the shortfall in labor that will result in increased salaries and therefore a pressure on prices to increase. So at the end, economically, prices will increase. Some firms will be in very, very dire situations because they may not find the people that they need to maintain their businesses. The first thing that comes to mind is the hospitality sectors, the health sector, care, and so on.
All right, Maurizio Zanardi joining us from Brighton in the UK. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.